Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits. That TTG money gang, and making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up, boys and girls? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. TTG office just lost internet. Now they are back. Good thing I'm not in the TTG office. I am home in my house in mi casa, so we're good. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader at True Trading Group. In case you guys were unaware, we were a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist last year for Best Data Analysis Tool, and we're currently the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that combines university-level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everyone here at TTG. You're wondering why you should pay attention to anything it is that I discuss on this channel. It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college, where they had me go through an educational training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader at TTG, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Hold on 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we got to get rid of that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Just sort of looking up. I'm just trying to see. We got earnings coming out here. I'm trying to see. We didn't get them yet. We're still waiting for Broadcom. I was just checking to make sure that we didn't get Broadcom earnings that just came out while I was talking. I saw something just come across my feed, but I was just making sure it was not Broadcom. All right, but we are good. Yeah, we're good. We're still waiting on that. So like I said, guys, if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this channel with myself, other mods, and special guests. We'll drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and commentary that can help you all become better traders. All right, so if you've not yet done so, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. What a fantastic week it has been. The market pullback continues. Another red day for the index. It's been a little bit of a down start to the month of September. You had a couple of days here, guys, of pullbacks here in the S&P. Got back down into some key levels, waiting for some key labor data. You've got a ton of jobs data so far this week. You got jobless claims. You've got ADP employment. You've got job openings, and all of those data points that we've gotten so far have come in significantly weaker than what was expected, particularly the ADP number and the job openings number. Job openings this week were 7.6 million. It was expected they were going to be 8.15 million. They came in at 7.6, a big difference. Then you had the ADP number. ADP number was expected to be 145,000 new jobs. There was only 99,000 new payrolls added onto the ADP platform when they were anticipating 145,000, only 99,000. These are significant misses. But the big number, the one that matters most, is the U.S. labor report. Everything else shows you just a piece of the U.S. labor market. The U.S. labor report gives you the whole picture. Now, we got a weaker than expected labor report for the month of July, with the unemployment rate going from 4.1 to 4.3 unexpectedly. But a lot of people thought that that was because of the hurricane that came through in the Texas area. A lot of businesses were without power for several weeks. That resulted in a lot of unemployment claims and a lot of businesses closing down and people then filing for benefit while they were unable to work. So the expectation here and the thought is that you'll see a little bit of a stabilization of the labor market in the month of August. Now, so far, the data that we have gotten leading up to this U.S. labor report has not been promising that that is in fact going to be the case. But even though you had weaker than expected jobs data Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if tomorrow's number is stronger than expected, I think you see this market rally. I think you see the markets bounce back significantly. I think you can see us go right back up into the mid 550s on the SPY. Right now, we're currently trading 549. 550 is right where the markets currently sit. I'll just take you guys over to the SPY. Okay, we're actually at 550. We just bounced a little bit from the close. We closed at 549. Now we're trading here at 550. Okay, but we are sitting here waiting for Broadcom's earnings, as that's going to be an important read here for AI stocks and semiconductor stocks, because semiconductors have been getting pounded. Okay, semiconductors have been getting absolutely pounded. And if you take a look at the SMH, all right, over the course, I'll go to a daily chart just so you guys can see this. You take a look at the SMH, you're kind of starting to form a head and shoulders pattern here with a double top at the all-time high head, left shoulder here in March, right shoulder being established here in August, and then pulling back to the downside. So there's been a lot of weakness in semiconductors. You take a look just at NVIDIA, down off, just had, actually, fun fact, 2 days ago, NVIDIA had the single largest loss of market cap in one day for any company ever in the history of the stock market. Now, when you have a $3 trillion valuation and your stock drops 12% in one day, that's going to lead you to be, that's going to lead you to, have one of the biggest market cap losses in a single day. It's not that it was the largest decline of a stock in a single day. It was just the largest loss of pure value market cap in a single day. And that's not just been true for just NVIDIA. There's been weakness in a lot of different semiconductors. You guys can see AMD has been trading to the downside. AMD is significantly off that all-time high that was put in there back in March. Intel has been getting the crap kicked out of it basically all year. The high of the year was put in January. The stock's been getting the crap kicked out of it, for the last 8 months. That's Intel. But, you take a look at ASML. ASML has been getting the crap kicked out of it. Just had a huge gap down on the back of earnings. Taiwan Semi, nowhere near all-time highs. Micron getting the crap kicked out of it from a June all-time high, 157, now down to 89 from the 157 top. So you're getting significant pullbacks here and some breakdowns in charts. So that's why I think Broadcom, which is looked at as a little bit more of a stable play, because Broadcom is not just semiconductors. There's a software element here for Broadcom. And one of Broadcom's the way that Broadcom is going to grow in their business has been a lot through mergers and acquisitions. Broadcom is actually pretty notorious, and their CEO has a wonderful track record of acquisitions. They just acquired, they've recently gone through the VMware, which is a company that I used to trade way back in my fund days. VMW was a really fun stock to trade. That was, go back to 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009 when I was trading VMware. But that's just one of the many acquisitions that this company has made. And so you have a little bit of, I don't want to say like a shield or protection from semiconductor volatility, because there is another element to their business. And they're not just a pure chip maker or something like that, like some of the other semis that you have out there. But it's going to be a big read. It's going to be a big read, I think, to give people maybe a chance for the semiconductors to say, okay, maybe it's time for people to step in and start to buy the dip on a stock like NVIDIA, which is off significantly. NVIDIA back down to 107, when the stock put in all-time highs at 140. That's a pretty significant drop. So AMD even more so. So I think there's a lot riding on this Broadcom earnings release, and the earnings are not out yet. I'm not sure. I mean, it's almost 4:15, and those earnings are still not out yet. I think someone said that their website has listed 5 p.m. That should be the conference call. I think it's listed for 5 p.m. The earnings themselves should be out well before 5 p.m. I believe that the conference call is scheduled for 5 p.m. as listed on the company's website. So we'll see. I'll just keep that going. And we'll see if there is, once the earnings come out for Broadcom, I'll pull it back up. We'll talk about it. We'll cover it here live for you guys. I'll give you the analysis, and we can talk about, how we're going to trade that stock, because Broadcom is now a stock that you could day trade. And it is a stock that I think is available for people to day trade, to swing trade, because they did the 10-for-1 split. Prior to that, this was a $1,600 stock. The options were insanely expensive. They had very low liquidity, had a very wide spread on the equity. It was a tough stock for somebody to try to actively trade. Now, after the 10-to-1 split, trading at $150, tons more liquidity, much tighter spread, 10-cent spread, even the after-hour session. This is definitely something that people can trade now that, as of 2 months ago, they weren't able to trade. Earnings are out here, guys, on Broadcom. All right, so let's go to it. Broadcom is starting to move to the upside as you are getting those earnings coming across the board. So initial move here is to the upside. We got to see what these numbers come in at. Oh, right back to the downside. So Broadcom just got punched right in the face after trying to take out that previous level. Let's see. I still don't have numbers yet, but it looks like those numbers are out. Now trading back to the red. So this stock shot to 159.50. Here we go. And then now all the way back down to 148 and still falling. 147 now. Wow. Let's see. Back now. This thing is all over the place, guys. This is really whippy action. I mean, you're talking about huge spreads and back and forth. I don't really see clear direction on this thing here yet. Margins are a little bit higher. Let me give you guys the numbers here. They beat on earnings per share, $1.24. to beat top and bottom line. They beat on revenue. They beat on earnings per share. And they announced quarterly common stock dividend of 53 cents a share. So a quarterly dividend of 53 cents a share. That's usually great news. The stock's still trading to the downside. So their earnings per share, $1.24 versus $1.20 beat. Earnings came in, sales came in $13.07 billion. That's a beat against $12.96 billion. Oh, they just mentioned VMware. I was mentioning to you guys about VMware. He goes, the transition with VMware, merging VMware in is going well. Guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button, folks. I need you guys to smash that like button. If you guys appreciate when I go through and I cover earnings with you guys live, go ahead and smash that like button, show some love. If you guys want me to continue to cover earnings for you, cover them live, go ahead and smash that like button. This is not a bad earnings report at all. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that we're down 5% here after this earnings. I mean, it is top and bottom line beats. They are very small beats, to be fair. But we'll see what we've got in the 5 o'clock conference call. So 5 o'clock will be the conference call, CEO, CFO, we get some comments from them. And maybe we'll talk more about the VMware, acquisition. But we've just broken beneath what I think is a pretty decent support level here around 150. And this 150 level is not only is it yesterday's low, it's also the 100-day moving average as this previous little pivot level here in early August. We are trading underneath that right now, 147. They see Q4 revenue at $14 billion. That's $1 billion more than the previous quarter. So Q3 revenue was $13.07 billion. They're anticipating Q4 at $14 billion. So that's that's nice growth. Their EBITDA is 64% of revenue. These are, I don't think you're going to get a lot more downside here, guys. I mean, this is not a bad earnings report. Now you're down 4.5%. We were just down 5.5%. You're down 4.5% now. Maybe some slight issues with margins going forward on some of their other chips. Yeah, I don't see anything. And they gave you the 53 cents a share on a quarterly dividend. Yeah, guys, I think that maybe you're just at a point where it's funny. I forgot who it was. Somebody in CNBC actually talked about this earlier today about with Broadcom's earnings, where it's like, hey, we need to see, is it just a sell anything in the semiconductor space? And I kind of feel like that's what you're getting right now in Broadcom. That's what this price action would tell you, which is to basically sell anything regarding semiconductors with the weakness in the sector, because this is not a bad earnings report. Broadcom says we expect revenue from AI to be $12 billion for fiscal year 24, driven by Ethernet networking and custom accelerators for AI data centers. That's a comment there coming through from the earnings. It hasn't been on a run for a month. Usman Wahid says that the PE is high and plus it's been a run for a month. That's not true. The stock's been going down for the last 3 weeks, as is the rest of the semiconductor space. The semiconductor space has really cooled off over the last several months. You can see none of these semiconductors are back to cycle highs. They are every single one of them has established lower highs across that, while the overall markets had that huge rally off the August 5th bottom. all these other sectors in the market went back up to their all-time highs. You just take a look at XLF, new all-time high. XLV, new all-time high. You look at consumer staples like Coca-Cola, all-time high. Colgate-Palmolive, all-time high. You take a look at all these other names, United Health, all-time high. All these other areas, military, aerospace, defense, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, General Dynamics, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. Other areas of the market have made new all-time highs off that August 5th bottom. Semiconductors are nowhere near it. The SMH ETF looks like complete dog crap compared to all these other sectors in the market. And that's okay, because this entire sector has lit up the board for the last year and a half. Okay, nothing goes up in a straight line. You get sector rotation, you get cycle rotation, which is a good thing. You've gone straight up on the SMH all of 2023 and the entire first half of 2024. We peaked out in June, July on the semiconductors, half the year. And then now you pull back, and a lot of that excess valuation has come off, and a lot of that froth has come off. So what you've seen is profit taking in a lot of these semiconductor names. I don't think that's very heavy selling pressure. I think it's profit taking. And you've seen that profit taking come off those names and go into other areas of the market, which is why you have seen the Dow actually make a new all-time high just a couple of days ago when the S&P did not, and the NASDAQ not even close. The NASDAQ is what has led this market higher for the last year and a half. From the 2022 bottom to the 2024 high was literally all NASDAQ. Now you've seen a little bit of a rotation where all your tech names have come off. You've put in a very clear established lower high on the NASDAQ as tech has lost its leadership. And you've seen the Dow make the new all-time high and regain leadership in quality. That's completely and totally normal, especially when you're going into an economic slowdown and a lot of uncertainty about where we go from here with the economy. That's why I think tomorrow's labor report is so incredibly important. You are getting Broadcom trying to bounce now a little bit. Now we're only down 4%. We're back to 148. Like I said, this is not a bad earnings report. I just think it is a sell anything semiconductor related. There's weakness there in that space. And I think that there's better things to trade right now, to be quite honest with you. The semiconductor space, I think it's come off a bit, but I think they're really tough. I think they're really tough stocks to try to be short after this recent pullback, but the momentum is clearly to the downside. So trying to go long them, I think, is also challenging. And there's other areas of the market where things look much better, like a Tesla. Tesla was a huge trade for members today inside of chat, right up to our target of 235. 235 was our target from this morning pre-market session. We had a 222 long, 222 to 223 long with a target of 235. The low of the day is 220. I'm sorry, that's actually the pre-market low. The low of the day here is 222.25 with the high of the day of exactly 235 on the button. And a lot of members are able to capitalize on that price action there on Tesla. Tesla has been, in my opinion, a much better stock to trade than some of these semis, right? ASTS is also another stock that we've been trading a lot. ASTS was a big win for us today. I actually shorted ASTS today after the news of the offering. That gave us really good downside today. That's another big trade for us. And then the index. I think there's such great opportunity trading the index. And especially we've got a small account boot camp that's going to be coming up here at the end of October. And this is just for people that have small accounts. And I don't trade with a small account, but I'm saying we're doing a boot camp, or one of our moderators who started out as a member is actually hosting a small account boot camp. And there's going to be a small account challenge. It's going to follow after that. There's going to be cash prizes. It's going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. Members are stoked for it. I'm stoked for it. Broadcom is now working its way back down to the downside, 144.5 now. And the SPY now starting to give back that $1 pop that we had right after the close. We popped into the close, and now you're starting to fade it back out a little bit. But it certainly seems like it is a sell anything in the semiconductor space, because I'm telling you now, these earnings for Broadcom are not bad. And the stock can't hold bid. You're now dropping back to earnings print low. Try to double bottom. We'll see. You got the conference call is in 35 minutes, but it certainly feels like, guys, it's a sell anything in the semiconductor space. There's still just too much weakness in that area of the market. And if you get a weaker than expected job report tomorrow, I would expect to see semiconductors continue to get hit. as there would be concerns about growth, and obviously high growth. Where's that? Semiconductors, technology. I'd expect to see that to continue, and I'd see it look for a flight to safety. You probably see bonds rally, yields drop, and then you'll see consumer staples continue to do well, healthcare to continue to do well. Maybe some areas in financials where people are going to try to hide out. Gold, look for gold to continue to do well if you get a weaker than expected jobs report tomorrow. Okay. But if tomorrow's jobs report is stronger than expected, I'm probably going to look for bounces in some of those semiconductor and some of those tech names. I'll probably look for bounces in like a Meta. I'd look for bounces in an Apple. I'd look for, bounces in Amazon, maybe some continuation on Tesla to the upside. There's some good momentum on that name right now. So I've got some really good ideas about tomorrow's labor report, and we'll talk about it here on this live stream. We'll go over it. There is a new low print on Broadcom. Broadcom now printing under 144, so trying to go underneath that earnings print low. Now down 7% on the day. All right, 7% on the day right now there for Broadcom. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about the index, I think there's so much opportunity trading in the index, and this is something that people, even with small accounts, can really take advantage of. When you have a situation where the market is in when you have a situation where the markets are in like a consolidation phase, or there's not a lot of volatility, and you only have $2, $3 range days on the SPY, that's challenging and that's tough for people to sometimes trade SPY options that have very small accounts. Because in order for you to get a really cheap option, you got to go with a 0 DTE or 1 DTE option contract, and that contract will be very cheap, but the theta, the time decay, will be very high. And that puts a lot of pressure on the timing of your trade to have to be right, not just the direction. Some of you have probably, many of you, maybe all of you have been in option trades before where the direction was correct, but your timing was off. And even though you went in the right direction, you still lost money. That's because of time decay. And that becomes very difficult when you're dealing with a 0 DTE and you don't have volatility. That's not the case right now. Right now, the market has a ton of volatility, and September is historically the most volatile month of the entire year. You've had a red month of September for the last 4 consecutive years. In 2020, 2021, 22, and 23. All 4 years, red month of September. And we are starting the month of September in the red. Now, it feels like the markets are down a lot more than they actually are. We're only less than 4%. We're like 3% off the all-time high. But it feels like it's more than that, doesn't it? Just a month ago, we were sitting here on this huge, massive drop. Literally exactly 1 month ago today, everybody woke up from a Sunday, from their Sunday night sleep. They woke up Monday morning to the world on fire, the massive gap down, this Japanese yen carry trade unraveling, which nobody even knew what that meant at the time. We had to explain that on the channel of what happened and what that means. And the market's just ripped face from then. You're not even halfway back. You're not even halfway giving up the rally off that August 5th low. So the markets really haven't given you that aggressive of a pullback. And I, for one, am sitting here saying, considering the weak jobs data that we've got all week, I'm surprised we're not down more. Which is why I'm telling you, if tomorrow's jobs number comes in stronger than expected, I would look for the market to go back to 554. I would look for a move back to 554 on the SPY. I would look for a candle. Let me delete some of these lines. I feel like it's getting a little crowded and cluttered in here. Let me delete some of this stuff. I would look for a candle that looks something like this tomorrow if you get a stronger than expected jobs report. Because right now, the market's getting a little weary of that soft landing scenario. We priced in soft landing fully there in the middle of August. Then you got some weak jobs data. People said maybe not so fast. Maybe, soft landing is not a 90% lock. Maybe it's a 75% probability. Let's adjust that risk. And you got this little slight pullback. It's just that stocks like NVIDIA have taken a hit, but other areas of the market are doing just fine. It's a phenomenal market. It's a phenomenal opportunity. Members are killing it. Members are making money. They're having some of their best trading days, their best trading weeks, their best trading months. We've had milestones hit. Many people that are on this live stream right now have reached milestones, and it's only September 5th. We've only gone through 3 trading days of the month, and we've had some members that have already hit some milestones here this month. And that's not just because I say that to be true. I'm not just trying to tell you to believe the words that come out of my mouth. This is what members actually tell us. I'll prove it to you for just a moment. Members of TTG, do me a favor, type the number 1 in chat if you're making money and you're becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the number 1. Very simple. Are you making money? Yes, great. Type the number 1 inside of chat. You're not? Then don't type the number 1. But for those people that are on this live that are not part of this community, I would pay attention to how many people you see type the number 1, because these people, and there's Maria Ramon. Big shout out to user Maria Ramon, who just resigned from her full-time job to become a full-time trader. Okay. I believe has been doing this for 3 years or so, 3 to 4 years or so, and is now taking the leap, quitting her job, resigning to be a full-time trader now that she has reached that level of consistent profitability. So Maria, congratulations to you. Okay, on reaching that milestone. This is what I'm talking about, though. People reaching milestones. I mean, that's a milestone that everybody strives for. Everybody wants to become a full-time trader. Everybody wants to quit their job. Everybody wants to have, be in control of their financial freedom. Everybody wants to be in control of how much money they're going to earn. They don't want to be capped or limited by the system or the structure that somebody else determined what your time and your energy and your effort and your skill is worth. That's what everybody strives for. We also had a member today that actually who said that being a trader has actually allowed them to stay at home and spend more time with their disabled child. That is what True Trading Group is all about. It's not about buying Lamborghinis and Rolexes and living in mansions and flying on private jets. All those things are cool. They're great. They're fun. But that is not what True Trading Group is really all about. True Trading Group is about taking advantage of what is, I've been doing this 18 years, the best market environment that I've ever seen in my entire life for active trading. There has never been a better time, not 2021, not 2020, not 2022, not 2000, not ever has there been a better time for active day trading and swing trading of stocks, options, and futures. Never, ever has there been a time where there has been this much opportunity and this much chance of success for the average retail trader. Things have fundamentally changed. Not only do you have access to real-time data, easy one-click trade execution, mobile apps on your phone, but you have also seen situations where they have changed the time that it takes for cash to clear in your account. Options clear next day. They've taken a day off clearing on equity trades. You've seen leverage requirements get dropped, margin requirements dropped on futures. You used to have tens of thousands of dollars in an account to trade futures. Now with brokers like Ninja Trader, you can have a $500 account and trade futures. That never used to be the case. You need to have tens of thousands of dollars in margin and leverage in order for you to trade futures. It's not the case anymore. And thanks to True Trading Group and our platform, retail traders have access to tools that professional traders use at no additional cost. None of these things existed 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It simply was not the case. It is the case now. And plus, with all of those things that I just mentioned to you, you have the most volatile market that I've ever seen. Volatile meaning bigger moves in shorter periods of time, which equals better money-making opportunities for us as traders. There has never been a better time. TTG members, type the number 2 if you are this from last year into this year, here today, this year, if you are at the best performance that you have done, if you are trading better now than you ever have in your life as a trader, if you are at the best you have, not to say that you're at where you want to be and I'm a full-time trader, but if you are the best that you've ever been right now in this market environment, if you're doing the best you ever have, type the number 2 inside of chat right now. Just go ahead, sound off, type the number 2 in chat right now. I want to prove to people that this literally is the best market environment that you can possibly be in. Look at how many people are telling you, I'm doing the best right now that I ever have. They're doing better now than they did in 2021. They're doing better now than when GameStop squeezed, when AMC squeezed, when Bitcoin went to 70K. They're doing better now than all of those times when they were sitting at home, during COVID, with all the time in the world, with all the money in the world, everybody thought that was the best time to be a trader. Wrong. This is the best time to be a trader, and these people are proof of it. All of these people are back at work. 82% of our members have a full-time job. So why is it and how is it that all these people are telling you that right now, 2024, September 5th, right here, this moment, is the best that they've ever done in the market? How could that be? Simple. They have access to a professional level of education, which is similar to the training I received working at a hedge fund in New York City. They've got access to the best damn trading tools in the industry, which is part of the reason why we were a Benzinga finalist at the FinTech Awards show last year for Best Data Analysis Tool. They are led by 8 professional full-time traders every single day who share their screen, call out their trades, notify them of entry and exits, answer questions, provide analysis and commentary from pre-market all the way through into the close each and every single day. We have a platform that allows you to download a mobile app that sends you real-time push notifications when our moderators enter and exit positions. So I don't care how busy you are, as long as you have a cellular device, you can receive messages letting you know the moment that our moderators enter and exit positions. That is what allowed, that plus the actual market environment of volatility that we have, is the reason why all these members are telling you this is the best they've ever done in any market ever. It's not luck. It's also not a secret. It's also not a get-rich-quick scheme. But if you're motivated, you're dedicated, and you work your ass off, and you take this serious, you too can be like Maria and tell your boss to go screw themselves, resign, trade full-time, because she now makes enough money trading full-time on a consistent basis to live her life. Very similar to our moderator, Shy Martin, started out an IT professional. She became a trial member of True Trading Group, then became an annual member of True Trading Group, then became a lifetime member of True Trading Group, then became a moderator apprentice, then became a full-time moderator at True Trading Group, and quit her IT job and walked away from a 6-figure paying position to be a full-time trader. That is someone that's only been trading for 4 years. We build from within at TTG, because if you have something that works, you should build from within. I'm not going to go and hire traders from Wall Street that worked at the hedge fund that I used to work at. No, we're going to bring on moderators that have gone through the TGD platform, the TGD trainings, and have become successful traders from where they were to where they are now. And then they too will then become moderators, and they will teach the rest of our 10,000 members from 115 different countries how they did it, so that hopefully our members can then repeat that process. And the cycle continues. And that is why you've seen so many people tell you, yes, I'm making money because of True Trading Group. How many people are on here right now that are not members of True Trading Group? I'm just curious. Can you guys type the letters TTG? Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I just want to see who we have on here that's not part of the community yet. So just go ahead and type the letters TTG if you're not part of True Trading Group. We got 100K. Lori Kanahita says, I am my own boss. I don't want to tell myself to go screw. So that's fine. You're your own boss already. You're an entrepreneur. Beautiful. Let's supplement that income. We got Jeff is in the house. What's up, Jeff? Excuse me, guys. My throat. Man. Okay. Well, listen, those of you that are not yet members of True Trading Group, I'm going to tell you guys here right now, and I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep this out here for just another day. It's been a crazy week. We had more triple-digit gains go off inside of chat today. I believe we had a 350% gain today on the Tesla call options from Uni swing trade yesterday. The trade was entered yesterday for a swing trade call options at around $2, exited today at $9. Good for about a 350% gain. We had more 0 DTE trades today, triple digit, 100% plus gains. It's been a phenomenal week. I had a monster trade today on the ASTS. It's been a big week. And I think it all comes to a head tomorrow with the labor report. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the labor report. I'm going to go over the game plan. I'm going to go over some if this, then that scenarios where If this is what the labor report shows, what's the market's reaction? How do we make money? If that's what the labor market shows, what's the market's reaction? How do we make money? I'm not going to try to predict the labor report. I'm going to wait, see what it is, then we're going to react to it. Okay, much higher chance of success, much higher probability scenarios to put yourself in position after rather than before, because then you're just kind of flipping a coin. You're guessing what that number is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. Okay, but we'll talk about that. Before I do that, every single person that just typed TTG that's not a member, I highly advise that you get your ass inside of chat tomorrow, at least log into the mobile app, because tomorrow is going to be a big day. And then September, the rest of this month is going to be a big month. You also have a Fed meeting coming up when the Fed is expected to cut rates. The question is, are they going to cut rates by 25 basis points or are they going to cut rates by 50 basis points? All of that happens this month. Now, the price of our membership was supposed to have been $980 following the Labor Day sale. But this has been such a crazy week. We're also redoing our entire platform. True Trading Group's website is getting an entire makeover. So Adam, Samer, the whole team, they've been busy rebuilding the framework and the functionality and the features and the processes of our new platform and of our new site. So we actually haven't changed the price of the membership here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that at the discounted Labor Day price. So anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, if you guys are interested, I would tell you right now, it was $980. Now it's $500. Go to ttgoffer.com and you can join our annual membership. It's $500 for the whole year. That's it. $500 the whole year. Everything on that page is included. Everything on that page is included. Just go read everything on ttgoffer.com. It's all included. Okay. We have negotiated deals with all these other companies to get their products on our platform so you don't have to pay for them. If you pay for Benzinga Pro, if you pay for TradingView, if you pay for Trade Ideas, if you pay for dark pool data, you pay for unusual options activity, all of that is included when you join our platform. We as a company pay for that stuff so you don't have to. You want the Benzinga Pro newsfeed? Cool. It's going to cost you $1,000 a year if you go to Benzinga directly. Join True Trading Group. You have access to it included in your annual membership. Everything on that page is included, including all of our courses. 22 course curriculum is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it. We've got it. You have access to it. There's no additional cost or upsell for these courses or for these tools. Everything on that page you get when you join. Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanners on our platform for you guys to use, the short data, unusual options activity, dark pool data, options flow, 1,000 hours of a video library covering different workshops and topics that the moderators and I have done on different, trading topics and investing topics that you guys can go back and watch as many times as you want. It's all included for just $500 for the whole year. And if you're still skeptical, cool. I'll erase the skepticism by telling you we offer a double your money back guarantee based on your P&L. If you can't make the $500 back at least one time, we'll give you back not just the $500. We actually give you back $1,000 for wasting your time. The double your money back guarantee is right there on the checkout page. It's in black and white. It's real. Go read it. I ask you to do the following. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. Study groups are free. Attend one. And if you are still unable to make enough winning trades to equal the $500 membership fee at least once, we'll give you back $1,000. Now, I can offer you that because our refund rate is less than 2%. If our refund rate was 12%, I would not be able to offer you guys double your money back. We're a business. At the end of the day, we go out of business. We have 30 employees. We service 10,000 members from 115 different countries. Truly a global community here at True Trading Group. Dave, my boy Dave says, join now. It's the best investment you'll ever make. This group is amazing. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, says Sam. TTG is it, says Sherry. We got another. I never traded options until I joined TTG, and now I'm watching members and mods and learning how to do option spreads. Way to go, Mary. You're in the right place. Awesome. I love it. Huckleberry says my annual membership expired in June. I came back to the family yesterday. Way to go, Huckleberry. Welcome back to the TTG family. Mandy says, I love TTG. Mandy, TTG loves you too. So there you guys have it. If you're not a member, go to ttgoffer.com. $500 for the whole year. You got the double your money back guarantee. Honestly, what do you have to lose? I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, but it's there for peace of mind. Ooh, my boy Bald Eagles. Bald Eagle says the firefighters had a killer day today trading SPY options. Hell yeah, Bald Eagle. Great job, man. Bald Eagle is a firefighter. Him and his whole entire firehouse are members of True Trading Group. And when they're not, putting out fires and saving lives and helping people, they're trading. They're trading options and they're killing it. They're supplementing their income. It's absolutely amazing. Bald Eagle, I'm happy to hear it, man. Happy you guys had a big day. You have any questions, just text us 1-888. Okay, 1-888-621-2127. Again, that is 1-888-621-2127. You have any questions at all, we're fully transparent. We are an open book. Anything you want to know, text us. We'll answer any questions that you guys do have. Brian Bloom says, I joined TTG in late March. I paid for a year. I loved it so much. I signed up for a lifetime membership and I went with an awesome, oh, you're Gordon Gecko. That's awesome. Brian Bloom, I actually just said the other day, their username inside a chat was Gordon Gecko. And I was like, oh, I like your username. That's you, Brian Bloom. There you go. Awesome. So there you guys have. I know I talk a big game on these live streams. I really do. I get it. But we back it up. We put our money where our mouth is. That's how we prove it. Uni's recommendation paid for my wedding later this month. 110% gain. She's awesome. Way to go. Uni's one of the professional trading mods that we have at True Trading Group. She's actually been trading since 2009. She's been trading since 2009. Sam says, yes, but you guys back it up and then some. Hell yeah. Yeah, we do. You have to. You have to in this business, right? There's so many people that are full of crap. You have to. All right. So again, guys, that's ttgoffer.com. Take advantage of that $500 price point. You have any questions, text us 1-888-621-2127. All right. Let's do it. Let's roll on over to the overall markets. Jeffrey says this guy's always promoting. Holy F, it's so annoying. Jeffrey, A, if it's that annoying, get off the live stream. B, there's 10,000 people in 115 countries that are happy as a dog in fresh cut grass that I sold them a membership. Members of TTG, do me a favor, type the number 1 if you're happy that I sold you on a membership to True Trading Group. Type the number 1 if me selling you a membership to True Trading Group has helped you make money. Type the number 1 if me selling you a membership on True Trading Group was one of the best damn things that has ever happened to you. And then, hey, Jeffrey, instead of complaining and crying, read and count how many people typed the number 1. And then maybe ask yourself, what are you doing? What are you doing? You see, we don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing like all of our competitors do. Instead, we just make sure that our members actually make money with our platform. And if they do, they tell their friends, their family members, and their coworkers about True Trading Group. And that's how we grow as a company. We grow as a company not by advertising on Instagram and TikTok and Google and YouTube and all these other places that you see a million advertisements during the day. We grow by member referral because they are successful. Guys, type the number 2 if you have ever referred True Trading Group to somebody else. If you've ever told any other person, hey, you should check out True Trading Group, type the number 2. And then, Jeffrey, ask yourself, why would all of these people ever recommend a friend, a family member, or a coworker would have joined True Trading Group if they weren't actually having success themselves? Maybe the reason why I promote True Trading Group and I promote our platform is because I know it works. We got to welcome Skylar. Skylar actually just came back. Skylar used to be a member. Okay. Aaron B, here's a comment. Aaron B says, I've never posted in here, but simply from me listening to Mike daily since 2020, I have more than doubled my $100,000 account, and I have outperformed the S&P over 5 years. I bet Jeffrey, I bet Aaron, was it Aaron or Adam? I bet Aaron is happy that I sold him a membership on this live stream. My boy Fernando, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Says, I just told the USAA rep today about your trading group. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, welcome Skylar back to the TG family. Used to be a member, now coming back home. Everybody welcome Skylar. And Aaron says, I work my job throughout the day as well. So there you go. Aaron has outperformed the S&P 500 for the last 5 years, listening to us, and has doubled his 100K account. It's funny when you got something that works, it takes care of itself. So, buddy Skylar, welcome back to the family. All right, guys, let's get over to the overall markets. Let's talk about the SPY. Let's talk about the labor report that we got coming out here for tomorrow. Listen, for the labor report tomorrow, what I want to see is, here's my thoughts on everything. We've gotten 3 days of weaker than expected jobs data. Okay, that has resulted in 3 red days in the market, 3 pullbacks. What I am thinking is the market is getting a little, I don't want to say nervous, because I don't think nervous is the right word. The market's just getting a little uncertain that the soft landing is not a slam dunk given. You see, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, the markets were acting as if it was a foregone conclusion that there's going to be a soft landing and that there was just no chance of a recession. It was like 95% soft landing, 5% recession. And then you've got this weaker than expected jobs data. And what I think is the markets have said, you know what, maybe we got a little ahead of ourselves. The S&P is expensive at the all-time high. It's 21 times next year's earnings, which is expensive. Historical average is 17 times. For reference, we were at 21 times back in 2021 when the markets peaked. And then we were at 14 times during at the bottom of the COVID crash in 2020, just to put things into perspective. When we got up to the all-time high in August, we were at 21 times. That's expensive. And it's tough for the market to make a new all-time high and give you follow through to the upside at 21 times in the face of a slowing economy. There's no question the economy is slowing. What the question is will it just slow, or will it come to a screeching halt and actually have a recession next year? Or is it just a soft landing? Now, the problem is, in order to have a recession, you have to have an economic slowdown first. In order to have a soft landing, you also have to have an economic slowdown. So no matter what the outcome is, the process still looks the same. That's why it's so hard to call. It's hard to say yes, soft landing, or yes, recession, because both of those look the same in the beginning. That's why soft landings are not pretty. By definition, they're not sexy. They don't feel good because the economy slows. GDP drops, earnings come down, unemployment goes up. But you don't fall into a full-blown recession. So it's not going to feel good. But right now, as it stands today, as far as all of the data as it stands today, the most probable outcome is still a soft landing. And I think the market is going to look towards the labor report tomorrow to solidify that. The number was weak for the month of July. July unemployment was expected to be 4.1. It came in at 4.3. You've gotten much weaker than expected job openings. You got much weaker than expected jobs, payrolls added to the ADP number. You've got now you've got a new unemployment report coming out and and you had just the other week much weaker than expected job revisions from the Labor Department Of the job gains that we saw from 23 to 24, they actually revised them down 800,000. So you had a revision of 800,000 less jobs created over the last year than we thought. You've got less ADP payrolls added than we thought, 145,000. It actually came in 99,000. An unemployment number that went from 4.1 to 4.3. And the market's saying maybe we're a little bit too convinced that there's going to be a soft landing. Let's start taking some of that guarantee out. And let's price a little bit more in case there's a recession. You've seen gold move higher. Gold, safe haven, right? Gold sitting up at all-time highs, which was our commodity pick for 2024, which has done very, very well for us. In the long-term portfolio, we were adding to gold in January. We're now, that's the GLD ETF was how I did it, was around $188. Now we're $232. It's been one of the best commodity performers all year. That's gold, right? That's gold. But then you also have consumer staples. Colgate-Palmolive up at all-time highs. Coca-Cola up at all-time highs. Procter & Gamble, all-time highs, right? Johnson & Johnson, look at the rally Johnson & Johnson has had over the last 2 months. Consumer staples. United Health, right? Healthcare names, all-time highs. XLV, all-time high. Okay? These are defensive positionings. Okay, this is what defensive positioning looked like. These are the stocks that move when investors are uncertain about what the economy looks like going forward. So it's not a coincidence that as the market has pulled back slightly and you've got weaker than expected jobs data, that safe havens like gold and safety positioning and defensive positioning, I should say, like consumer staples and utilities. Let's take a look at NextEra Energy, which is my biggest utility holding, NextEra Energy. Look at the move that this stock has made so far over the last couple of months. These stocks are moving higher, while stocks like NVIDIA and AMD and ASML and Micron and Alphabet, right, are moving lower. Stocks like Lululemon moving lower. Nike moving lower. Disney moving lower. Okay, consumer discretionaries moving lower. Media, that's Disney, but consumer discretionary with their parks and their cruises and everything else, moving lower, right? So this is just defensive positioning. I just think people are saying, you know what, we got a little too far ahead of ourselves. Maybe the soft landing is not as much of a guarantee as we thought. Let's take some of that out. And that's what you've seen. The unemployment rate is expected to come in tomorrow at 4.2. If it comes in at 4.2, that'll be lower than it was last month. Last month was 4.3. If it comes in line with expectations at 4.2 or under expectations at 4.1, I think the market rallies back tomorrow. I think you move back to 554 on the SPY. I think you get that nice green candle that I just showed you. However, if the unemployment number is higher, I don't know if 4.3 is going to have the same effect as like a 4.4 or 4.5. 4.3 is the same that it was last month. So even though it'll be 0.1 above expectations, it'll be a stabilization from last month. I think the markets will be okay with that. But if you get a 4.4 or higher, I think the markets start to get a little bit more concerned. And I think you start to see a little bit more of that guaranteed soft landing, price into the market. I think that starts to unravel a little bit more. I think we see a little bit more downside. And then I would tell you that my target for the SPY to kind of close out the week would be this gap fill. Okay, we would look for a gap fill down here to 544, right? 544 area. And you would look for a candle that looks something like this. Okay, so this is if you get like a 4.4 or higher unemployment number. I think you're going to get a candle that looks something like this tomorrow if you get a 4.4 unemployment number. All right. If you get a 4.2 or 4.1, I think you get this tomorrow. And if you get a 4.3, I think it's going to be a choppy day. And I think you probably see something that looks like this. Okay, then I think you get a candle that looks like this. Okay. So there you go. Those are my thoughts for tomorrow. So the expectations are 161,000 new jobs added in the month and the unemployment rate of 4.2. Those are the expectations. We'll see what they come in at tomorrow morning. All right. We'll be live with all of our members inside of our platform and inside of chat, as we always are. We'll analyze the number as it comes across the screen, or as it comes across the wire, and we'll develop the game plan, and we'll give you guys kind of the watch list. The mods and I give you guys our watch list every day before the market opens. So before the market ever opens, the mods and I tell you, these are the stocks we're focused on, and these are the prices we're going to get in, the prices we're going to get out, so you know where to focus your attention before the day even begins. We do have to welcome Robert. Everybody welcome Robert back to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Robert. So we got Skylar and Robert coming in hot here. Everybody welcome Robert. Guys, again, go to ttgoffer.com. I'm giving you the $500 price point. It's normally $980. It will be $980 after tomorrow. So $500 for you guys here today. ttgoffer.com. Any questions? 1-888-621-2127. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of your screen. Again, you guys have the double your money back guarantee. I really don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. Prove to you how much we believe in the platform that we've created and its ability to help you guys reach your goals. All right. That's a game plan. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys feel like you're more prepared for tomorrow. We will be there, myself and the other moderators, with you guys in the market, pre-market, during the market, after market, just like we always are. And we'll call it out and give you guys a game plan. We'll go over how we're going to make some money tomorrow. All right. Broadcom earnings call is getting underway, and the stock is sitting at the low of the session, right? Sitting down here, low of the session, printing that 143. All right. So that's it, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you guys feel good about tomorrow. I sure as hell do. It's been a fantastic week. Members are killing it. Mods are killing it. Let's keep it going. It was a short week this week with the holiday on Monday. We made every day count. Let's finish the week strong. Let's go into the weekend on a high note. Let's have some fun. Go to ttgoffer.com. Take advantage of the $500 price point. Text us with questions. 1-888-621-2127. Smash that like button, guys. Show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives.